Hello, I'm going to show you how to use the circle shaker shapes in this video. So you can see now, because they're round, they have a lot of smaller tabs, unlike the A2 and the small slimline, which have the straight sides. Those have adhesive already on them. Now the circle does not. So that does create a little bit more of a challenge. Plus you have a lot more tabs to work with. So we're going to start with the cutting a circle piece. Now I cut the circle piece. The circle shaker I have is 2.6 inches. So I cut the circle piece to 2.5, so slightly smaller. So you can see when you hold it behind it, you just have a little bit of an edge. Now I did cut this on the Cricut. If you don't have a Cricut, what I would do is I would fold all of the pieces in, set it down on a piece of paper, whether it's white paper or cardstock, draw a circle around the outside edge, and then cut slightly inside of the circle. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect. You want it somewhat smooth, but it's going in here and you're going to have circle pieces in there or shaker pieces in there. So it's not going to be a make it break it if it's not completely smooth edges. So like I said, if you don't have a Cricut, I would just trace around the circle after you fold in all the tabs and then just cut the piece of cardstock or pattern paper smaller. Now, one of the other things I like to do with using the shaker covers is to use either a pattern paper or a cardstock. I like to do a lot of stenciling and ink blending on the background. Just gives it a little bit more interest. And that way, when it's like standing up and the shaker pieces kind of go down a little bit, you still have a little bit of interest in the card. Plus, you can make your shaker pieces go further because you can use fewer in a card because you have the pattern of the paper or ink blending. So to get started with this, we have the shaker cover, and on the front, you can see it has a sticker that says remove protective film. The film goes from edge to edge. It goes from the edge of the tab to the edge of the tab. So I'm going to set that down. And now the easiest way I found to remove the film is to lay it flat on the table. Don't try holding it up. Sometimes you can pick at it and get it, but if you're struggling with it, set it down flat, grab a piercing tool, and just kind of scrape at one of the edges until you can grab the film and then peel it off. Okay, so then we're done with the film. So now we're going to flip it over so that side is down. I'm trying to do this so you can still see it, but since it's clear, it's a little bit harder. So now it kind of has like a little cup shape with all of the tabs. So now I'm going to put my piece of cardstock, and for my circle, I want the dotted side up. So the dotted side I want showing through. So when I have my shaker together, I want it to look like this. So I'm going to set it like this, so face down. Now with the shaker covers, or especially with the circle ones, I feel like you need a little bit stronger adhesive. So I'm going to use double-sided tape, and I'm going to put it around the outside edge of the circle. Now I do not want it on the shaker cover, and it does not have to be perfectly aligned with the outside edge of the circle piece. You can see I kind of just bunched it together. I'm going to grab another piece and do the same thing. I'm going to lift that up, but then I'm just going to put the tape, just work it around the outside. Like I said, not perfect, not perfectly aligned with the outside edge, and it's not even a full or rounded circle. Okay, so now I have my tape on there. So now I'm going to peel off the release tape. So again, the tape is on the back side of your pattern paper piece. Your shaker cover is front side down. So the side you peeled the film off goes down. And you can kind of tell because the pieces kind of generally are folded towards the back. And then you put the shaker cover, you have the shaker cover, you have your piece of pattern paper. Now you want to hold it center. It's easier if you do it on, the surface, but I'm going to hold it closer to the camera so you can see it. So you see it's centered in there. And now I'm going to start folding these tabs back. All right, so you can see I folded 3 of them back, 4 of them back, and I'm just going to keep going around in the circle. And now I do not want to close all of them up. I want to create a pocket. So I want to fold up about half, maybe do one more, a little bit more than a half. So you can see I still have some that are not folded in. I do have some that make a little bit more than half a circle, and then I can open it up and I have my pocket to put the shaker pieces in. Now, if you have a little bowl, I'm going to use this tray, pour some shaker pieces in there. Now, I found that you really don't need a ton in here, so I'm just going to take some out. Now I have my little pocket. I'm going to pour the shaker pieces in. I'm just going to kind of hold it together and see. That one got away. I'm going to put a few more in there. Okay, so now my shaker piece is in there. I'm going to finish sealing up all of these tabs. Shake it so I get some of them out. Now, with the circle shakers, if you have some that are standing up, you can just simply at this point lift up a flap. And also if you have a piercing tool, okay. So now I have my shaker pieces in there. All right, so now the circle shaker part is just about done. So I'm going to move on to the card. So I have my card base. I'm going to put my panel on here. So this is an A2 panel, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And on this, I do want the stripe side up. So all right, so then I'm just going to align this with the card panel. Now I did also cut another piece to layer on it. Now this piece of purple I cut with a 3/8 of an inch border. And so again, I'm going to put tape on it. Now, before I take off all of the tape, I'm going to use the Pear Blossom Press A2 T-square to line it up. Now, the T-square has spots for on the 5 1/2 inch side. It has marks for the center and the thirds, and also on the 4 1/4 side. Same thing. It has dots for the center and for the third to make it easy for aligning. But the other nice thing is, on one side, it has a 3/8 inch border, and on the other side, 1/2 inch. So I'm going to flip this over so it's on the 3/8 of an inch side. And I'm just going to show you how easy it is to align this. So I have this positioned on my card base. And then I'm going to take off the adhesive and then I'm going to set my panel right in that corner. Now my panel's centered. I'm also going to take my sentiment at this point. Now, this is from Waffle Flower. Just a note, it has both the script, just a note, and the shadow. I've just used the sentiment part of it, and I actually cut 3 of them. I'm going to glue them together just to create a little bit more dimension. And the nice thing about the liquid glue is that you do get a little bit of slide, so you can get them lined up perfectly. Okay, so now I'm just going to line the top one on. All right, so now I have it. It has a bit of dimension. And I'm not going to adhere that down yet. I'm just going to set that in place. So now I'm going to take the circle shaker. I'm actually going to put some more tape runner, not necessarily around it, but across the back of it. Now, one thing I want to do is, well, I don't want to go beyond the edge of the paper so that you can see the adhesive. But I also kind of want to cover the tabs again. I want to make sure that this is not going to come apart. That piece up there is a bit wimpy. Okay, so now have it fully covered with tape. So I'm going to take off the release paper. Okay, so now I have the shaker. I have adhesive all over the back of it, and I'm just going to, for good measure, do some liquid glue. I'm going to do this in a circle so I get all of the tabs. So now the tape is going to hold it in place while the glue dries. But I'm just going to double enforce it. And then I can set it down. And I can use my square for centering it. Now what I'm going to do is hold it down. I don't want to put all of my pressure on the palm of my hand on it, but I just kind of want to cup it so that the edges get adhered down. And I do have some glue seeping out, which is fine because it will dry clear. So while I keep holding that down, I'm just going to try to get adhesive on my sentiment, and that's not going to work. So I think that's good. I'm just going to do adhesive on my sentiment. And then my card will be done. Just going to keep pressing those down until they stick and dry, but there is your circle shaker card.